Today's story is about a tax collector from a town named Jericho. You're going to see the interviews of the tax collector's parents and sisters. Their identities, they've been kept a secret. That way there's no repercussions for being the family members of a tax collector, which can be dangerous.
My own son, an apostate, can't even go to the temple or the synagogues to worship God anymore. He's been kicked out because he's a tax collector. Goes to people, takes their money, takes more than he's supposed to, works for the Roman government. I don't even know where I went wrong in life.
My brother's mean to me. He takes my money and says it's for tax collectors. I don't want people to know he's my brother.
Me.
My brother scares me.
Good.
Can you believe it? My own brother, a tax collector, working for the Roman government? Stealing money from the Israelites? I can't believe it. My own brother, a bad guy. My brother turned into a bad guy.
Even when I go to the synagogue to worship, I know people are looking at me, talking about me behind my back, laughing, making smirks. When I go to the market, I feel like nobody gives me a fair deal. They act like I make a lot of money. It's not me. I'm not a tax collector. I don't cheat people. It's my son.
You know, my son, I've tried to raise him to be a good man. But I failed somewhere. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know. You know, he was on his clay tablet a lot. Hours. Scrolling through it. You know, and just playing games, and I took that away from him several times to discipline him. I don't know, maybe I should have just broken it. I don't know.
You know, if I had to do it over again, when he was a young boy, I wouldn't have bought him that abacus. That got him focused on numbers. It just drove him down this path. I pushed him into being a tax collector. Wish I had him focused more on, I don't know, even being a shepherd would have been better than this.
Money.
You know, Rome has oppressed us so bad. It is so horrible. You know, walking down the streets, you're afraid you're going to run into a Roman soldier. It's horrible. And they take our money from us at any point, any time, whatever they want to do with it. My own son is a part of that. Zacchaeus, I cannot believe him.
Zacchaeus attacked with the owner. How could Zacchaeus turn on his own people?
I just can't get over it. Zacchaeus, a tax collector. There's nothing worse than a Jew being a tax collector, taking money from other Jews. There's no coming back from that. There's no forgiveness. He's doomed.
I don't know anything I've done to save him. My brother is disappointed. You know Zacchaeus? He's a wee little man. Wee little man is he.
You know, Zacchaeus, he's always been a wee little man. And a wee little man is he.
Zacchaeus, he's always climbing trees.
You know, when he was younger, he loved climbing trees. I'd tell him to get down from those things. I thought they were death traps, but he loved them, especially sycamores. I don't know what it was about sycamore trees, but he loved climbing them.
Father, guess what?
What is it, daughter?
There's a man in the market. He claims to be the Son of Man, God's Son.
What's his name?
Jesus. Jesus says no one comes to the Father but through him. He's the way, the truth, the life. Jesus called on Zacchaeus. He said, Zacchaeus, come down from the tree. I am going to your house today. All the people in Jericho are mad because Jesus went in the house of a sinner. Zacchaeus repented of his sins, and Jesus said, salvation will come to your house today.
Salvation to Zacchaeus' house? But he's a tax collector.
Zacchaeus gave half of his money to the poor.
Half of his money? But he loves his money.
And he gave everybody 4 times as much as he took from them.
If Jesus is who he says he is, and he forgave Zacchaeus, a tax collector, he can forgive any of us for what we've done. I wish to see my son. I hope I can see my son again.
Oh. Zacchaeus, you came home! I'm so excited! I love you so much, son! Oh! Jesus forgave you! And if he can forgive you, he forgives us all!
We challenge you to go to the Bible and read Luke chapter 19, verses 1 through 10. To fact check us, make sure what we're telling you is the truth. It becomes apparent that Zacchaeus, he dealt with his sin. As Jesus tells him that today salvation has come to his house. If Jesus can forgive a tax collector, which is regarded as one of the worst of the worst, then he can forgive you for what you've done. If the audio in this video is coming across in a horrible Irish accent, I'd ask that you check your SAP button, change it to American English, go back and rewatch the video. If you enjoyed the video, we'd appreciate a share.